Well, here we go again. Here we go again, folks. Here we go again. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Hey, man, I got some heavy hitters with me tonight. I mean, straight up heavy hitters. I got Sharif Asadi, a.k.a. Reef, a.k.a. Mr. Get Yonder, a.k.a. Mr. Get Out and Explore himself. And I got Tone Tea Time on with me. Hey, man, I appreciate all y'all joining us tonight. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Oh, we're just getting this thing started. We're going to get it going. Welcome, everybody. You're riding with K Solo, the podcast. Let me turn my little background music down a little bit. Get my intro out of here. Welcome, folks. Welcome. Hey, let me go ahead and bring these guys in, man, because they've been sitting in the green room for a minute. How we doing, gentlemen? How we doing?
Ciao.
Good evening.
Oh, man, good deal. Well, hey, folks, we're going to kick this thing off and go ahead and get this thing started. Reef, if you would, please go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience tonight.
What's good, everybody? It's Reef from Texas, currently by way of Detroit. Y'all know me. I'm just a guy that likes to ride his motorcycle. Got a few miles with my brother Solo. Me and Tone got a couple miles together. Just love to ride my motorcycle and have fun out there on the open road.
Okay. And your motto is get out and explore, right?
Get out and explore, yes, sir.
You come up with that?
It's just what I like to do. A lot of my ride when I first started riding wasn't exploring. It was I started on a club set, and the oddities always caught my eye, man. So while we riding from point A to point B, I'm looking for everything: murals, roadside attractions, and I would find ways to mark them so I could go back to them if I didn't have time to go back and get them. And it's relaxing to me, man. It's a lot of times people inbox me as I'm posting things, and or they call me like, "How you find these murals and how you find all this stuff?" And I'm like, "I'll be looking." Like when I'm out riding, that's what I do. I look for it, and I don't mind stopping, especially now. I hadn't been doing a lot of iron butts, so now I just I go get them whenever I can.
Clubs.
Matter of fact, if you into roadside attractions, you can come on to Facebook and sign into the group. Get out and explore. Which just started a couple days ago.
Yep, it just started a couple of days ago. We're definitely going to highlight that, kind of push some people over that way, and then kind of go over the concept of it, and then just kind of inspire other people to get out and just ride. That is awesome, my guy. That is awesome, my brother. Hey, Tone, if you would, please go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience tonight.
So I'm Tone. To fairly new folks, if you knew me for a long time, You might know me as Tea Time. I've been around for a little bit, you know, pretty much the same. I'm out of Philadelphia. I am in the MC. Um, I just like to ride. I get out, ride, and go places. I was always well, no, I wasn't always. When I first started out, of course, we probably all started out about the same, going to parties.
Right.
Um, and we used to like get it on these sport bikes, and I used to. So one day I was home, and somebody said, did you see such and such?" I said, "No." Did you didn't stop and see such and such?" I said, "No." Didn't He was like, name me three cities you went through on the way on your trip, and I couldn't name them.
Uh-huh.
So so after that, I was just like, you know what? Let me slow down a little bit. Let me start stopping and taking some pictures and doing things of that nature. Because I was kind of old school bred. I was get on your bike and go. We don't
Right.
need to take no pictures. Just go.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that's kind of what I always was. And then once I couldn't answer those questions, I said, all right, my next trip, I'm gonna make sure I remember these cities, at least two, and
Hmm.
then whatever I seen, I'm gonna go back and take the picture of.
Right.
And that's where uh, the back rules and all that stuff starting for me because once I would find something, you seem like you always run into something else like along the
Right.
way on the destination. So I
Right.
just got
Right.
home
Right.
and started, you know, doing some homework, and I started finding all these places. And once I did that, it wasn't no turning back.
It was no turning back from there, man. I
Turning
tell you,
back.
and that's what I try to tell people now. And we all go through the phase of coming in independent, maybe joining a club. Some people join a club, and that's
Mhm.
how Reef and I met because he was in a club, I was in a club, and we were riding for our brand. We was riding for the club, but we both just wanted to just get out and just ride. And I was a green thumb. I mean, I was literally a green thumb. So I get this phone call from this cat, man. This cat, like, hey man, I don't know you from Adam, man, but do you know what you're talking about doing, man? You do you really do your homework on that? And I was all geeked up, man. I said, man, I can ride this, man. I'm gonna do this, man. Man, let me tell you, boy, he saved me some headache. He saved me some whoo, some pain. He saved me some pain. But
I,
yeah,
I I mess with Reef. I call him the people's champ. I say everybody like Reef. You know,
You didn't like me when we first met.
I did, and I was hold on. I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to that. So of course I met both of y'all on the road. Actually, my
You
first
did.
California trip was in 2014, and
right, right.
I went to California. I met, of course, Reef, Secret, E Hustle. It was quite a few of us. Cali
Uh-huh.
Cat,
Yep.
and so of course Reef. As we all are talking, Reef would say something smart. Reef said something smart.
Always,
So
man. Just
then so then I look at one of my club brothers and say, "Hey man, why does dude keep saying something smart to me?" No, he says something else. It's gonna be a problem. So once I got to learn them and got to know them, man, we've been ace
Picking
boom boom
food.
ever since, man. I mean, he didn't left me the alarm codes to the house, and I was in there by myself. So I mean, that should tell you something right there.
oh yeah,
You know
oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
for
And then
sure, man.
even
Yeah,
with you, we passed. We were like this for years. We were
right,
we were passing
right,
each other,
right.
and I was like, even down in I think I came back in 15. I went to the clubhouse down in San Diego. I
Hmm.
told you the story, and I signed the dollar bill and put it up on the wall. And I
Right,
seen your name, and I was like, you know what? Next time I'm around this guy, man, I gotta go talk to him and introduce it because we just kept passing each other, but we would never have any kind of communication.
right.
So, this just road stories, man, road trips.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, folks. And we come together. We all three of us have our own unique riding style about us, and
Hmm.
um how we tackle or how we will assess a ride and how we'll put it together, and different points that we sit there and say, well, okay, I know I'm going to ride this long or this amount of time, or this is the type of route that I like to take, or this is a particular speed that I like to ride, and so that's why I wanted to kind of like just put this together tonight for us to just kind of come together and just give our own perspective on maybe trip planning and getting ready to get out. So people say, hey man, because you get calls, I get calls, Reef get calls, hey, what about this? How about this, man? So I just want to maybe just come on and maybe do, a couple episodes and just kind of break it down of just our perspective of how we get down on our rides and pick our destination sometime, because I'm pretty sure we've all been all over the lower 40 now. We've been all over.
Upper
So yeah, upper two, yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly. So you get to the point where you will run out of places to go, and then you becoming, then you becoming in the opposite direction. You become in reverse, seeing things different directions, and man, I missed this. Or you'll pass and you'll see somebody post it up somewhere and say, wow, I missed this. Now I got to go back and get it. Just like the Fragile. I've been past that thing so many times, and then I saw a repost. I said, man, I'm going right out there. So it's stuff like that I want to try to get people to kind of open their eyes and get more into. And I have a group that's called Back Roads of America on Twos, and then Reef got his group. Give a plug for that group right quick, Reef.
Get out and explore, roadside attractions and more. And it's just that you post a picture, places you've been, some places you may want to go. The only thing that I ask is when you post a picture, you say something about where you tag where you are. Because the whole point of the group is so other people can go and get motivated and go and find those same things. So either put the name, put the city, state, hell, GPS coordinates, something about it so it can be identifiable to the average Joe, and they can go on to the page and just be like, oh, I saw this on the page. And like me and Tone say, bookmark it, take a screenshot it, put it in a folder. That way you can go get it later. Right. And then you can get out and explore on your own terms.
Right. Good deal, man. Good deal. Outstanding. I know I been tracking Tone down. Tone got me all in the Virginia love signs.
Yeah, I got a few of them myself.
Had me running in the middle of the night trying to get 1,000 miles, man. But I loved it. And it's stuff like that. Hey, get out and explore, get out and kind of find your way, see what it is that you like to see, go places that you like to go. And that way, and take something, let your group that you in be important to you. Let it mean something to you. Let it inspire you. Don't just join a group and not take something from it, because any group that you in is going to influence you some way or the other.
You shouldn't be there if you don't.
You shouldn't be there if you don't. Exactly, Reef. Exactly. And you know about that, Reef.
Yeah, I just came back from a little trip. My partner flew in from Germany to see his kid do something for school, so I went to support the kid. So on the way, I got out and explored. I had quite a few stops going, and then the morning of the day of their event, I went and did the Lady of the Lake and Bama Hens and all the stuff in between. And it was a good little trip. It was a good little excursion.
Cool. Now, Tone, not only have you been riding for a while, but you were also doing a podcast as well a while back that you was
before they were popular.
Yeah, exactly, before everybody was doing. So you've been on both sides of it. You've seen it. What is your take on the evolution of it? Is it changing for the good? Is it changing? You think people are riding more? You think people are getting out? Wanting to do other things other than just point A to point B?
I think I don't necessarily know if people are getting out more. I would like to say that, but I it's funny you asked that, because I had this conversation before. I think where we are in the beginning, we're like limited. So
Right.
as we grow into it, we expand and we meet more people that's doing, different things.
Different.
Right.
So what we are doing, and a lot of things that we have done, there are people before us that have did it. We just wasn't aware of it. That's
Hmm.
that's in my experiences. That's what I have come to learn.
Hmm.
There were people who were doing these things prior to us. We just didn't know because we were stuck on sport bikes and stuck in going to the party and local Checkers or McDonald's. But hey man, once you get out, I say all the time, long distance riders meet other long distance riders on the road, and
Right.
that's where your experience really start. Once you start meeting other people and hearing their stories, and it opens you up. So once you're open, you just hit the ground running. You go.
I know one thing that that I keep stressing, riding for the brand. Um,
Hmm.
people join clubs and they see what we're doing and they want to get out and do it. And you got to tell them you ride for the brand first before you can get out and make these detours or go out and go to these other places, because your time and commitment is to your organization.
Yeah, they don't always go hand in hand.
Hence,
Depending on the organization, yeah. Because for me, I find I think I found a pretty good balance in it, and
right.
also quite a few of these rides. My couple of my club brothers go on it with me, so it's
Mhm.
I have found a balance. I was fortunate enough to do that, but some of these organizations, some of these like way bigger clubs, it's kind of hard to do that.
Right, 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 right. I know some people, I bump into them, man, they'd be like, hey, man, when I retire, or, when I get my tenor in, I'm going to get out there and do this. And it kind of hurts, man, because we know the joy of riding. We know riding off the off-beaten trail, the back roads, getting out and seeing the world's largest golf club, you know,
Hmm.
and sitting there and putting that memory in your head and enjoying that memory and enjoying that journey to it. We're going to stop at this old store over here. I'm going to go around this cornfield, miles and miles and miles of cornfield. You can smell the sweetness of the corn. You know what I'm saying?
Hope
So,
Malachi don't come out.
and I tell you, man, I had some scary times. And I've been with this joker here that had us in some places, man, where I'm like, man, who idea was this, man? Who
Yeah.
bright idea was this? We come up with some of the craziest stuff, but and all in all, though, it's because we love that passion of riding, man. We love that passion of riding. Hey,
It,
folks, I have Sharif Asadiq on with me tonight and Tone Tea Time on, and we're just chopping it up, talking about we're going to talk about a little trip planning, picking destinations, how we come up with our destination, and what inspires us to keep going and doing what we're doing, because we've all probably, like I said, we've ridden, you name it, we've ridden there. If you got pictures of it, we're going to post a picture right up under your picture, because we've probably been there too. So the thing is, we ain't tooting no horns, but at the same time, we still just trying to inspire and motivate others to get out there and say, hey, look, I want to go out there and explore, or I want to go out there and hit the back roads, or I want to take a veer off of I-10 and go to the Prada store. Because you just took yours on the Prada store, didn't you, Reed?
I did. Prada
Yeah.
store and the big mural.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And,
did.
and as a matter of fact, Retro has a group, murals, that's a really good group, you know what I'm saying, that people are posting stuff in as well.
Yeah.
And it inspires others to get out there, because I tell everybody, you can ride in your own state and see things you probably never seen before.
Never seen.
Never seen. Never seen.
Man.
Yeah.
So back in the day, Solo, I used to always tell everybody, we look for reasons to ride, where a lot of people in our then circles look for reasons not to ride.
Right.
So you asked Tone earlier, does it seem like more people are getting out riding? To us, it looks like that way because we're now considered experts by some. So we get those phone calls all the time. Like the other day, I got a text from Snack saying, "Hey, I'm going here. Anything I should stop and do?" So I had her send me her map. And then I shot her map back, and she had a whole bunch of stuff added to it, and she went and did it all. And she like, I should have did that to begin with. So she like, that was so simple. I just sent it to you, and you just modified it and send it back, and I was able to do everything you sent me. So
Right. Yeah.
Sister Big Bone just did the same thing the other day too. Hey, I'm going from here to here. Where should I stop to eat? How much time you got? And how far you want to get off that road you on?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. So folks, that's what we try to do, man. In our own arena area, we just want to just try to inspire other people to get out and ride. Don't be afraid to go places that you typically wouldn't go, because you may see something that you may be interested in. Like I like trains and cabooses. That's another thing that
That's a whole folder for that. We got I forgot who started that folder.
Yeah. I mean, and we were chasing cabooses. I was in Alaska chasing cabooses, man. So I'm like,
the old gas pumps,
old gas pump, anything.
telephone.
Can you hear me now?
That's the thing, man. It's so much out there, and like you think that it's only in your area, but once you get out there, you see these things all over, and sometimes you just go down a rabbit hole and you just keep chasing them. Like I want to see you.
Say again, Reed.
Snacks got me on them damn trolls now.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So that's funny. That's a whole group for that as well.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I never knew that. I was down in Miami 2019, 2020, and I was just riding around taking pictures. I seen some trolls. I took the picture of the troll. Didn't know it was a thing at all.
Then it's a whole thing.
I think one day, I think it was Kenneth Andrews introduced me to the group. And when I went in this group, I said, "That's what this is." And then I seen them all over. So, like I said, there's things all over. Like if you think it's just in one spot, man, you go to another state, it'll be there, and then 2 other states, and
right.
And give you a reason to keep going.
And it's always the world largest or something that you can
world largest, some world smallest.
The post office in Florida, you know what I'm saying? It's probably the size of a man standing in it, handing out a piece of mail.
The world's smallest jail.
Right. And we went there. We went there.
We went there
when we were doing our 48.
Yep. Matter of fact, Tom met us there.
Yeah.
I did. Who was that?
Hey,
I thought I met you in Delaware somewhere.
He was up north when he met us that time.
Oh, he didn't meet us?
Yeah,
oh, no.
I was coming up 95 while y'all was coming up 81. So we ended up coming over like this and met up in like Delaware.
Right.
The Bells asked a question. They asked, what was the most scenic place you found unexpectedly?
Is that on Facebook?
No, that's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Booyah. Most scenic place?
Found unexpectedly.
Lately, we've been saying Utah.
Yeah, I found a lot of stuff in Utah.
Colorado.
Unexpectedly, though.
I found a couple rooms in Maine, actually.
Which side of Maine? East side, north side, west side?
The west side.
He does. He's all over Maine.
Look, you go to the west side of Maine, man. You out there? I'm sorry.
Well, I did the 4-quarter run for Maine.
Okay.
This is actually going on my 3rd time, actually.
Okay.
I registered again this year, but Maine was unexpected. I didn't know that all of that was in Maine.
Did you come down the east side on the one?
So
because we did top to bottom.
I went up. I started down in Kittery, and then I went west.
Okay. Hey, what's good, Lavish?
Some kind of national park or something over that way. Then I came across, went over to Lubeck, and then I went up.
Right. Good deal, man. Good deal.
But I think unexpectedly that was it for me.
And that's why I say, the group should inspire you. If you're in a group, no matter what group it is, you should take something away from that group and be able to
Mhm.
put it in your kit bag to sit there and say, okay, I can go riding over here. Didn't know about this place. And some people, I don't get all into that stuff, or I don't like riding like that. But at the same time, man, if you going that way, you know what I'm saying? If you go in that direction, if you on that stretch of highway, just broaden your.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing on that. The question that the Bells asked: if you travel back roads, you are going to find a lot of stuff
A lot of
unexpectedly.
stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot of stuff unexpectedly. It's just so many things that I found. When you mentioned the love sign, I found those unexpectedly. One day I was coming up 81, and 81 was shut down, so I had to get off. And I think it was 15 that runs parallel, and I seen like one or two, and I was like, okay, all right, I'll come back. I'll come back. And then I forgot about it when I got home, and I was going back to, I think I was going to Atlanta, coming down 95, and I got in a traffic jam
Mhm.
right there right before 85 pickup, and I seen another one sitting right on the right hand side. So I was like, all right, that's it. I'm gonna do some homework on these things. And man, when I opened up this map, that thing lit up my whole phone, and I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, wow.
Oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
was hearts everywhere. So you just click on the heart and go, and boom, there you go.
While on the
So I just
road.
started making weekend trips of them.
Okay. Okay. We got a quick question coming in right quick. And folks, by all means, bring your question in. We'll answer your question. While on the road, what was the most memorable meal or
Oh,
restaurant you had?
what?
You know, we are chow hounds, man.
Uh,
Yeah.
so actually one place that sticks out in my head a lot, but I was downtown fucking San Francisco. I was doing the California Adventure Series, and I bedded down at a resort, and I was walking around, and I went to this little Asian place, and they had the best frog legs ever. Uh, I was just telling Joyce we need to go out there so we can get some frog. I don't even like hot sauce, but you dip them in hot sauce, man. Them things was good.
They were
But
better than that. They were better than that one place that we stopped when we were doing the 48. And the girl that worked there actually knew
but
somebody in
that was
California.
Gorilla Blues cousin.
A real blue cousin.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Gorilla Blues cousin. Yeah. They were yes to answer your question. Yes. Um, but it's so many meals that we done ate that tops those frog legs. Because me and you eat everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I go to the Maine for lobster any day. Lobster and New England
Yep.
Chuckers, New England steamers any day. Like the hell would go on to buy one from the local fish market. I'd rather ride out
Mhm.
there to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Have
Matter of
never
fact, Tone met me at one of my favorite spots up there, J Oysters. I love that place.
say, oh, yeah. Hey, folks, y'all better be taking notes. We're dropping nuggets. We're
I love
dropping nuggets.
I love that place.
Yeah, right
And he
there,
picked up the
right in
tab.
Portland.
It couldn't get no better than that. He met me in
Hey
Maine
man,
for dinner and he picked up the tab.
you
Oh
telling them
man.
too much. You telling them too much. Now they're gonna be expecting me to pay when they see me.
No,
Hey,
we go
folks.
way back. That's a whole. They ain't on that
Oh
level. They ain't on that
man.
level.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey, I jumped over Moose. I'm gonna come back to you, Maylene. Hey, Moose said,
Every day, move.
have you all ever made a wrong turn, or lost, or turned out to be the best ride ever?
Almost every once a week.
Once, yeah.
But
Now.
if you don't know where you're
Here's one.
going, any road will take you there. So if you in a rush, you ain't gonna ride like we be doing. Like
Exactly.
literally, I don't. Sometimes I don't map out stuff. I just go.
Yeah, yeah. But
I
but
just
but
go.
I think a turn. I would say a turn. It could be just as simple as leaving a gas station and go the wrong direction.
And then I see a big ass mural, or we smell some barbecue.
Yep.
Oh God, oh God. Hey man, Mr. Green called my bike chow hound, man, because my bike literally has a nose of its own. It would literally find a barbecue spot. But
No, that wasn't. Yeah, Sonny said Shivers. That wasn't by accident. There, actually, we that was again me and Solo. We saw that place 50 million times. It was always closed.
Yep.
And then we finally caught it when it was open. And now I love that place.
Yeah.
Even if the food wasn't great, the customer service, that girl knows exactly what I order every time I go in there.
Is that Don? No, Shivers.
At Shivers.
Shivers. Okay, because Don is like that too. But
Don is like
that.
But at Shivers, we had that one time, me and you, and when we went back, when I went back with David, she knew exactly who I was. She knew that I reviewed it and you didn't. she was on it.
She was on it.
I didn't have to order anything. She brought me my exact order.
Oh man,
you can't get customer service like that every day no more.
You can't.
That's good, man. That's good.
And here's another one that I just want to put out there. Eric Pascal has the RTE across the USA. The RTE across the USA is RTEX USA. Look it up, folks. Look it up. If you want to sit there and find some restaurants, some good restaurants in the back row somewhere, that is a good group to get in. Eric will send you free stickers that you can use.
And you can win gas prizes.
And you can win gas prizes every quarter. I'm talking $100. I'm talking $100, $200-$300 gas cards. So shout out to Eric for doing that.
And there's more. It's not just food. There's a lot of point of interest. Like y'all asked me about some of the stuff I go to, the bridges and all that. Those are all on his map every year.
Yeah, POIs.
So it's a good place for POIs.
Yep. So that's what I say.
And it's free.
Again, it's free, man.
It's free. Did we say it's free?
Man. What's that?
I signed up for that a couple years ago.
Tour of Honor. Tour of Honor is another good one.
Tour of Honor.
It's a great one. IBA is another good one. SCMA is another good one. That's what I say about the groups that you join, folks. Should inspire you to get out there and ride. Even hog, man, listen, my hog chapter dropped a bomb this year. They came out with all kinds of rides, four corner rides, national park rides, dealership rides, restaurants, everything. So that concept works, folks. If you say, I don't know where I want to go, look at the groups that you in, find out what people are posting and say, hey, look, okay, I'm interested in that. I'm going to ride to it. And we're going to go ahead and kind of start getting into the meat of this thing. Destination. We're going to talk about destination. And this is what and like I said, we're going to break this down into maybe a couple of days, maybe a couple of episodes. Because really an hour is not enough time to sit there and put it all together. So tonight we're just going to kind of like this top on destinations, which we've been doing, restaurants, POIs, national parks, back rows, historic sites. I love historic. Like that's why Mr. Dennis Joyner, I can't wait to ride with him. I've been looking forward to riding with him. We love historic sites. We love finding history and just laying our eyes on it, reading the history of it, and standing or being in that area of start points, mapping. Folks, I'm telling you, we talk about mapping. We talk about mapping, right? We talk about mapping. When we talk about mapping, you see what I deal with, right?
Man, look. Everybody knows what you deal with.
I know, right? We get into some stuff. And another one, folks, and this is what I want to kind of bring across. The IBA has so many rides that you can do. Not just a saddle sore 1000, not just a bun burner. No. It's more than just blasting. I did the why not? From Why Arizona to Why Not North Carolina. Didn't even know there was a city called Why Not North Carolina. So my thing, folks, is I'm gonna go back to it again. The groups that you in should inspire you. Reef, you were gonna say something. I cut you off.
I was going to just basically say some of the same stuff you was just saying. It's it's a ton of stuff out there.
Right, ton of stuff.
So tell them to go to.
We're gonna hit Maylene question right quick. Maylene came in.
I will give a cheat though, a modern day cheat. I just started using it a couple weeks ago. Chat GPT. You can go to, it's free.
Chat GPT.
Yes, sir. You can go there, or if you got Gemini on your, like I'm a Android, So they got rid of it. Instead of, hey, Google, don't respond, Google. It's Gemini now. But anyway, if I was going, when I went to the taco run, I went to Chat GPT and I said, hey, I'm going from Medicine Park, Oklahoma down to Creedmoor, Texas. What points of interest, what roadside attractions are in between? Man, it's laid out a whole like 4 pages of stuff.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
it's a quick look up, better than Google. To the search bar, it was way easier than going to a search bar. And then when I was done, I wrote down the ones I wanted. I then told her, hey, these are the ones I want to do. Give me the best route to get from here to there without having to backtrack.
It will literally, ChatGPT will literally plot your route for you.
Yes, sir.
And that's
the
great.
only thing it would not do, it would not put it right into Google Maps.
Okay.
It said it did not have, and it said that. It said, I don't have the technology to do that yet.
Right.
So I didn't have to, but me, you know how when we were talking about this, I write everything down. So once she said it and put it down, I just checked off and put numbers by which one to go to first, second, third, fourth.
Right.
So it was real convenient, quick, easy, painless.
So folks, that's another nugget. That's another nugget, man. We throwing nuggets out left and right. Hey, Maylene Lightfoot, where was the scariest back road?
Scariest man, I just went on this. This is just my scariest back road. I just hit it. I went to the Gravity Hill. This was like 2 weekends ago, Reef?
That's another thing we just started getting into, y'all. Gravity Hills.
Yeah,
we've been
Gravity Hill
lately.
Gravity Hill.
And so you know what Gravity Hill, for those that don't know, it's a road that gives you the illusion that you're going uphill, but you're actually going downhill. So you can just sit there and your bike can start rolling.
And put your bike in neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we found these. The first one I seen was in Moncton in Canada when I did the Cabot Trail. I actually stayed in Moncton that night. When I woke up the next day, I said I was going to do it. So when I was researching it, they were talking about it was like some kind of money to get in there and this and that. So I was like, we'll get it on the way back.
That was best $7 ever.
Yeah, it was about $7 or something like that. Because it was like a park or something. But so this was in somewhere in Pennsylvania. I went to this Gravity Hill, and my next stop was the Eastern Continental Divide, that tunnel. So the way I operate now is, of course, I use Garmin, and if I come up with a checkpoint, I'll Google it, and then I'll just send it to my GPS, and it'll just ask me where do I want to place it on the route. So I just put it like next stop or last stop, or manually place it like in between some stops. So I went through this road, man, and it started turning into like gravel, and it was all woods, and I seen like couches sitting out there. I seen like old bootleg distilleries, and I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be back here, man.
Hey man,
when I tell you it was back there bootlegging, I said, let me get out of here. Now let me get off this road, man. And then it finally dumped me back into Route 30, and I was like, whew. All right, I'm good now.
Man, I had an incident. I was in California when we were doing that coastal ride reef. I'm sure you did it too, but you may not have paid attention. Did you smell that funny smell out there?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I was riding and I kind of stopped and looked around and all of a sudden, man, I just seen this pickup truck come rolling up, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, that guy didn't look too happy that I had stopped. And I'm like, whoa,
won't be happy.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, man. Them guys, up there in those mountains, man, them guys are serious back there.
He'll have eyes.
Yeah. They don't want nobody close to the product, man. But that was a hairy incident, and of course, when you ride like the Devil's Highway at night, it can get kind of scary because of the turns that get on you.
The Moki Dugway at night is scary.
Oh Oh yes. Oh yes. Who's
That
Ricky
thing's
Mo?
scary in the daytime.
It is.
You talking
It
about
is.
at night?
But the first time I snuck up on that, it was about to be dark, and I was like, "What in the hell?" Uh, hey, the bells. Your
Hold on.
question.
Where they at?
It was the one about the scenic place unexpectedly during the Grand Slam in uh Maine, Virginia, no New Hampshire area where I just left Cackamungus Road and I was just riding around and I saw a road and it was called Hurricane Mountain Road. And I said, "Oh, Hurricane, biker girls, my girl." So I took that road. That road I love that road. It needed to be a little longer, but that road is gorgeous. It's a thrill to ride. Um, it is scary because it's only big enough for one vehicle, and that includes one motorcycle. You may get one going the other way,
Right.
but not going to get a car, and there were cars coming. But that road was absolutely stunning. So
Oh
if you
man.
up in that area, by Cackamungus Road, then Google
Yeah,
the
I
Hurricane
seen
Mountain Road and go ride it.
I seen that road. I went around it though.
I took it.
And then after
I
you
went
told
both
me, I
ways. I
said,
went
"Damn, I
both
could have
ways.
took it." Yeah.
I went both
So,
ways. I was glad I did.
and that's what I say about going the opposite direction. On
Yeah,
any ride
Hmm.
you take, going the opposite direction, you always will see something different that'll keep
yeah,
you inspired and keep you motivated. But gentlemen, we're gonna hit our first topic, destination.
yeah.
How do you come up with destination? Um, and yes, it may seem like this is a small question for us because we've been to a lot of places, but at the same time, there are people watching this show right now that probably sitting there and say, "Well, I wonder how these guys come up with their destination."
So
So I
I'll
So
guess
for
take this one
me,
first.
okay, go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
so I'll take this one. So destination for me, the it depends on several things. One, what am I doing? Is it a leisurely ride like the one I just took, or is it a ride with a bigger purpose like the Grand Slam or the ride around a 48?
Mhm.
So once I is determined what kind of ride, then that's going to determine part of sometime the route, and then sometime not. Like the ride around the 48 Insanity, you have to go to certain points. You can go either direction,
Right.
but you have to go to certain points in order, and you can go any way you want to get there. So now we know the points. Now we have to come up with a route. If it's something smaller, like or if it's different, like the 48 and 10, which I've done a couple times,
Mhm.
it's where I want to see while I'm riding, and then I make my route to see what I want to see while I'm getting this big task done. Um, and if it's a lot smaller, again, a lot of times it's what time do I want to arrive, and what do I want to? What's my purpose? Like if I'm getting out to explore, I want to see everything during the day.
Mhm.
There's very few things I want to see at night. But there are
Right.
some things I
Right.
do want to see at night. Like I want to
Right.
see Destiny at night. I hadn't done
Right.
that yet. I've
Yep.
been up there at night. I just didn't go back to see it
Right.
because all the damn animals were out. So
Mhm.
I don't know if that'd be a good career move.
Right. Right.
Not by myself. Now, if I got 3 or 4 bikes where we can light up everything, and I got a lot of lights, and I'd rather have me solo, Tone, somebody else, so we can light up everything.
Right.
Um, and then I go see Destiny all day long. But um, pick out why you're riding, what your goal is, and what you want to see. For me, what you want to see lately is really important. Some of my
Right.
earlier rides, it wasn't about what I wanted to see. It was we need to get this route
Very
done.
important.
Yeah, back in the day, it was I need to get these 100 iron butt rides.
And then
We would always see stuff, but it
yeah,
wouldn't be.
yeah.
It's not nothing you really plan, except for like the 48 and 10. I planned a lot of stuff while we did the 48 and 10s,
Right.
but um, so now where I am today is normally what. No, I want to go see some stuff while I go.
Mhm.
I've been down to 10 a bunch of times,
Exactly.
but now I want to get off the 10 and I want to see some stuff.
Okay.
But
Tone.
let me say this. Let me say this. I'm glad you finally came over. Because back in the day, we used to go back and forth so long. He's like, "Come on, man, do these iron butts." I said, "I don't know iron butts. I got some other stuff I got going on over here." You know. So I
Right.
mean, eventually, everybody end up to some degree. We end up losing our minds and listening to Reef, and we end
Yeah,
up doing some of this
we
stuff,
do.
right?
I
So I ended
know.
up doing an IBA, doing IBA rides, SCMA. As far as destinations for me, I tend to go down rabbit holes, man. I look at Roadside America. Uh, I look at the History Channel, Travel Channel,
Oh yeah.
um,
Oh
and even the AARP magazine. I get an AMA magazine. Like all of these
Mhm.
things, I look at, and if I see something that catches my attention, I'll research it. And when I research it, I always see what's nearby. Once I research it, I always look at
yeah.
what's nearby. And
Right.
that's where the rabbit hole start. I start doing like this.
Yep.
So most of my rides, I think most of my rides every year, um, whether it be like 2 or 3 weeks, I usually take 2 or 3 weeks off every year
Hmm.
outside of any other ride that I do. But I do that just for me.
Hmm.
And I just pick some destinations, I write them down, and I just go. I don't have like when I do that, I don't have a time frame. Like I gotta be here by a certain day. I don't do none of that. I just pick the destinations and
Right.
I go. And when I'm there, I see what's in the area. Um, and then I move on to the next destination. I just figure I got 3 weeks, so I could do this at my leisure how I want it, you know. Um, so that's my priority when I want to ride. I look at all of those things, get ideas, and then I go do them. Now, if I'm doing, of course, like a IBA ride or SCMA ride or something like that,
Right.
then more planning comes into it. Because now you gotta, if you're going to stop at, you gotta look for where you're going to stop at, hotels in the area, things of that nature.
You got to
And like I
predict
said,
travel times because of
yeah,
rush
all
hour,
those
all kind
things.
of.
All of it.
But like I said, I like doing it the first way. Because I don't have to look for a hotel. I know I'm always find somewhere to sleep. So I always take my tent with me just in
I'm
case.
a camper. I'm a camper, man. Reef's not a camper, y'all. I'm saying right there, man. Reef camping is like the Hilton at rooftop. Nah.
Slumming
So
is
let's
best
let's clear
Western.
that
Hey,
up.
hey guys,
Let's
hey
let's
guys, we got somebody in the green room, man. This guy right here, man. He's planning a trip, so he want to ask us a question, guys.
all right.
Come on in here, man. Come on in here, Machiavelli. How
Hey,
you doing tonight,
what up, fellas,
Machiavelli.
man? What's going on? What up, Reef?
What's up?
man?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. I'm shooting to Oakland, trying to hit
Okay,
that Cali. You know what I'm saying? Arizona, a couple other spots. Shooting out second week of May. So I was telling Solo, I gotta hit the guys and say, hey, what do I need to, planning wise, you know what I'm saying? Like I know about the gas can and the gas stops and tire plugs and things like that, but messing around in the desert, any advice, you guys can give me,
Are
and
you
will
flower sniffing or you going you straight point A to point B?
well, actually I'm going to enjoy the route, I'm just rolling. I took about 10 days, you know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
you know,
Let's do
yeah,
10 days, man. Woo, that's some good.
yeah.
That's good gravy right there.
it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
usually get that. Like my man was just talking about, he planned it out. It's usually a weekend for me, and I'm going somewhere, and then I look up what's around, and I just discover. You know what I'm saying? So this
Yeah.
this something different.
Got a quick question come in. What app do you use to watch for weather updates? Um, there are a couple of different tools out there. When I'm riding, uh, my where is my GPS at? Because I'm doing updates on it right now. It actually shows me the weather along my
The
trip.
weather radar. Yeah,
Yeah,
the weather radar.
which is great. So I could sit there and say, okay, in 2 hours, this storm is raining. So that kind of give me a heads up of the weather that I'm dealing. Of course, like I say, and I just put this out there, make sure when you check the weather, check a few days out. See what the pattern looked like. Go back and do some homework. What was it last year? Is the weather pattern changing? That because I'm telling you, they're all changing.
Mhm.
snow in Flagstaff. If you on the 40, you could be sitting for a minute in a hotel room. In a hotel room. So my advice to you, Mac, would be definitely do your weather planning. If you already got your route, see what it's like, and also another impact to that, the forest fires on the West Coast. They impacted a lot of the best 15 rides for the SMA. We couldn't go down because the road was either closed because of the construction that was going on. The fires had trees were down, especially what just happened in California, and then even in New Jersey. So all of that takes into account too, guys.
Yo, so Machiavelli, you up in Chicago, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm a big SCMA fan. And they got the Mother Road. I would knock out at least half of that. If I were you,
you can do half of it. Half of it is
that's how it started.
Yep. I would knock out at least half of that. It's a picture ride. So or
you got the time.
if I did knock out one half, I would pick out the ones I want all the way over there, and I would knock them out. I mean, personally, if it were me, I would do both sides because you live there. So I would do half going and then half coming back. But that's just me.
Yeah.
But even if you don't want to do them, the SCMA page will have some that you be like, oh, I want to go see the donkeys in the street. So you may want to stop there. Or you may be like, oh, I want to go see the Route 66 on the highway. You don't have to do them all. Just pick out the ones you want and use it.
Yeah, that definitely was on the list though, the Route 66 joint.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Stop at Midway, a couple other places.
Or you can be like the Hill Route 66, and you may want to go ride the prehistoric dinosaur highway in Utah, or you may want to go ride Route 12 in Utah, or
the 50, the 80, man.
The 50, the 80.
The man only got 10 days.
I'm waiting on him to see what he got to say. What you got for me, Paul?
The man only got 10 days, Reed. Come on.
I'm just
saying. We about to put him out there, man.
You do Route 66. You can do half of Route 66 in 2 days.
66 is probably your best option for sightseeing.
But the thing is, you don't want to be flying though, because you're gonna miss everything.
Yeah. I want to take.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's taking your time. It is the one section of Route 66 is 1,139 miles. The other section is the same thing.
It's the same.
You can do that in 2-3 days.
See, there's a couple museums and stuff along 66. You might want to stop and check out.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Just pick and choose. You don't have to do the whole thing. Pick and choose a couple nice ones, though. I'm telling you, them donkeys scared the shit out of me the first time I saw them, because they would look at me like, "What the hell you doing here?" And they would just walk right in front of me, a moving motorcycle. They were like, "You ain't gonna stop."
All right, well notated, man. Appreciate it.
Man,
what do you use for GPS?
You jump right in the fire, man. We just throwing a whole lot of stuff at you.
I'm using Waze, man.
So you using
I'm sorry.
Waze gonna help you with law enforcement. They're gonna help you with tours and
Waze ain't gonna do much for you on them back.
But it will because I still stick with it. Yeah, it's better than but you know, definitely maybe look at Bing Maps, because in Bing Maps you can input a couple of stops in there. About like the old MapQuest, you know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with the old MapQuest, and when people used to ride with the instructions, directions on the tank bag, I know those two there did.
No, I got you. I know what you're talking about. The Bean. My guy, when we shot up to Maine, he did the planning on that trip, but that's what he used. So, I'm gonna check that out.
That's a good one. That's a good one to use.
I think I'm going back a little bit. I just wanted to say this because I don't think anybody really. I when I first started, I used to check the weather in every city along my route, all the way up to my destination. And I knew, like, in 4 hours I'd be in Richmond. Another 2 hours I'd be in North Carolina. So I would check the weather in those cities according to the hour. But then after a while, I just became a little seasoned, and I just keep my rain. I keep everything on my bike. I don't take anything off. My heated gear, my rain gear, the tools is always on my bike. I don't care if it's summer or winter. It stays on my bike. So if I need it, I can just pull over, put it on. But
Right.
I just got in the habit now. Garmin has become my best friend.
Mm.
I'm not advertising Garmin, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
it is so much. It made riding so much easier because, like K Solo said, I have it set where I could just hit the tab and the weather radar pop up. And
Mm.
if I don't feel like riding through that rain, I'm gonna take a different route. I'm gonna try to go around it. And I also have it set up for like in the lower right hand corner. I don't know if you have yours set up, Solo.
Yeah.
For the up ahead, mine's have
Yeah.
me how many miles to the next gas station, how
Yep.
many miles to the next place to sleep. I have the sleep. I have hotels, gas stations, and food places.
Right.
So
So you
I'm
can
I'm
actually
always
program.
looking at it.
Right.
Yeah,
We're dropping nuggets everywhere, man.
Yeah, yeah, I'm loving that.
If people aren't getting something from this here, man, I'm telling you.
yeah. I
Oh,
think
Hey,
that's
real quick
Solo
to go
me.
back before I forget, Tone earlier mentioned Roadside America. When you start using that and you find you a destination, um, say Bama Hands, because I just left there. If you scroll down the page, it's gonna say all the attractions that's in that area as well. So
Hmm.
that's the way to get several things, and you was only looking for one thing.
Yep.
So just know that that's there, and it even tell you it tell you if the attraction is even worth going.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, rated.
so yeah, so you definitely want to check that out. It's a good tool, or you can just come to my page, and most of that stuff is going to be on there anyway.
Yeah. Pick one out of a post.
The groups,
They
the
said you
groups,
gonna have
I
me
keep
out there
saying this,
all
the
month.
groups that you are in, yeah, the groups that you are in, should influence you. Hey, but listen, Anthony Osborne, this guy right here
It's a beast,
is a beast, man.
beast
Shout out
with a
to
capital
Anthony
B.
with a cap, no, in all upper caps, the whole all upper caps, man. He's giving to go out and do 10,000 in 10 days, 10,000, man. That's probably be his 5th or 6th time doing it. It's nothing to him. But
This man has over 500,000 certified miles in the IBA.
Wow.
Man, I'm telling you, man, there's more to the IBA than just a Saddle 1000 or EDG. There's more to
Respect.
it. There's more to it.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mac, I know you got some stuff you got to do, man. I definitely appreciate you coming on tonight. Is there any other question you want to ask the panel tonight?
I think y'all done dropped me some gems, man. I'll be good.
Man,
Hey,
I'm
I
telling
keep
you.
you posted on the trip, though.
Yeah, and I appreciate
Be safe
everybody
out
in the
there.
comments. People in the comments are dropping them as
When
well.
you leaving?
Second week of May, right after
Okay.
my party, my birthday party. Then the next week we shooting out.
Right. Yes, Sparkle. Reef just said he used Chat GPT, and it works miracles. It works great. Jim Saul. Oh man, how you doing, Jim? Jim, old school, man. We got a
Hey, Jim.
story to tell with
I
Jim.
ain't seen Jim teach to ride.
Oh man, yeah.
What was that, an insanity ride? That's the last time I seen. I think it's the last time I seen him.
Jim's been doing a lot of racing. He got into racing.
Okay, that's good.
Good deal, Jim. Good
What's
deal.
up there, Jim?
Well, all right, Mac, man, we appreciate you coming in, man. I hope we give you some positive information, stuff that you can use on the road. Keep us posted as you're doing that ride, man. Come back on or hit one of the groups up and share some sites with us. We greatly appreciate it and kind of inspire others to get out there and do the same.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys' time, man. I'll catch y'all on the road.
Be safe, man.
All right, brother, man.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Woo, man, boy. That hour done went by fast, man. We ain't even touched it yet.
Didn't even touch nothing for real.
I knew that though. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's no need because we're just gonna pick back up and keep rolling with it. If you gentlemen don't mind, I think people are gonna get something from this. I do.
I want to touch on something before we go though.
Go right ahead, sir. We got time.
There's a lot of bikers that talk about camping, right? So there's camping.
Let me go ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead.
There's camping, and then there's just finding a spot to get a few hours of sleep. That's what I do.
Primitive.
I don't camp. Yeah, I don't. I take care of whatever business I need to take. Like if I'm going to post a tent or pitch a tent at night, I stop somewhere, get me something to eat, go to the bathroom, do everything I need to do, and then I find my spot. And then once I get there, I pitch the tent, and I'm usually down for the count. That way I don't bring any food into the area. I lessen my chances of any interactions with the rodents and the animals. That's just me. So when people say camping and people say just pitching the tent, just know that there's a difference. Don't feel like you got to pitch a tent and you got to be cooking up a meal and you got to be doing all this. You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do all of that, man. You don't have to have crab legs.
I do all that at the restaurant.
But the thing about it though is, and the way that I got it, and I'm going to touch on this before we get out of here. Camping is another great tool to just kind of keep you in that sense of a biker lifestyle. The images that we grew up with, and that's why I like to bring some of my unsung heroes on to share those journeys, those rides when they used to just pull aside the road, pull out tents and camp.
Yeah,
it keeps me in tune with the bike. It keeps me in tune with the lifestyle. I enjoy it. Different type of tents that I have. I have a winter tent. I have a summer tent. Now I sleep on a cot because the elevation helped me with my hips so they don't get hip burns and stuff like that. And we'll kind of talk on it, touch bases on it, maybe in another episode. But that's just another tool, another way. And then too, you save money if you're riding at night. If you ride until 11 o'clock at night, and you sit there and say, "I know I want to be on the road at sunrise." Some people may sit there and say, "I don't want to drop $140, $150, $160 for a hotel room for 6 hours." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That can get me a back tire. So the thing is,
what the hell you buying tires at?
On the back of the truck.
Hell, I need that hookup.
But that's just one of the tools that you can use to sit there and say, "Hey, man, while I'm planning my trip, I have a tent, or I may want to do a KOA, and even a KOA is nice."
And they love military.
Yeah, they love
military.
At the base of Devil Tower, they have a campsite right there. I stayed there, man. Woke up, seeing that big, monstrous mountain coming up, man. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It was a spiritual moment for me, and that's what I enjoy and I love. Don't have to do it all the time. And then too, staying at some of the old historic hotels on Route 66. That's another good one. Look into it.
All of these things you should experience. Then you can have something to talk about and tell other people.
Right.
Don't cheat yourself while you're out there. Do everything you could do.
Right.
Do everything that you could possibly do.
Even something. We got 21 souls watching. We only got 2 likes. Can we get some more likes, please, folks?
Where?
On YouTube.
Oh man. YouTube's over here, Facebook over here.
There was no switch over this week.
Yeah. Folks, if this thing is if you're getting something out of this right here, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, send some stars, engage with us. You know what I'm saying? Drop some comments down. All of the 9 yards. I don't like that. I like to try to stay focused on the topic to keep it going. But yeah, Reef is right, man. If you're enjoying this, give us a little love, show us a little love, because we're going to try to inspire you out there on the road. Piper's on. Where's Piper?
Dennis Joyner's on. Piper's on.
Thanks again, guys.
Piper.
Pro tip.
Piper.
Yep, is the Zumo. Yep, the Garmin Zumo XT2. Is that Dennis? Because he's supposed to be doing the Heart of Texas. I don't know. Maybe that's Sony. Okay.
No, that's Sony.
That's Sony. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good deal. Hey, what's going on, Piper? Hats off to you. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Wow. Congrats, Mac. Man, we got comments everywhere. Comment on Facebook, folks, because I'm YouTube, because Facebook, sometimes I see them, sometimes I don't. Yes.
Kathy said put everybody's on speed dial. She's called me a couple times.
Yep. And that's the thing about it. We're all here to help everybody. We all have our own style of helping everybody out. Some people, if you're on I-10, hell, Reefer open the door for you. He'll invite you to the ghetto.
To the ghetto.
The ghetto. But definitely enjoy tonight, folks. We just touched bases on it. Just kind of just throwing some nuggets, how we operate, how we move around. Definitely want to get in some of the gear that we use, some of the not only the trackers that we use, because that's a whole nother topic right there. I mean, literally, we can just have a whole day of spot walk. We can have a whole day
Really?
of running a tracker.
My Zolio is where I get my weather from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and everybody has their own style and technique. Are we missing any questions? If we get ready to shut this thing down, we missing any questions? We try to put the comments, folks. Sharif, man, touching real soon. Okay, hit him up. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Joyner. Facebook, YouTube, great info. Joe, all right, good deal. Everybody, thank you for coming in. Where's Piper? Hey, Piper has a show that she does too on Monday night, 8 p.m.
Monday night.
Yep. So
I gotta catch Piper on
yeah. She's putting out some good information too, man. And also everybody's welcome to come on. Make sure you tune in. Like I say,
what's your thoughts about female solo riders and safety?
Where's that at? Who's is that on Facebook or YouTube?
YouTube. Somebody said, "What's our thoughts about female bikers and safety?" Well, none of us are females, so we can't really. But we know plenty of females that travel solo, and I had to refer you to Piper's podcast on Monday.
Yeah. Hit Piper live, man. Hit Piper live. Get her perspective.
On blast.
Yeah. Call Kathy or
on my bike.
Yeah. When Snacks get back, hit up Snacks.
She's back.
She's back. Okay, Snacks is back. Yeah, and I gotta send a shout out to Big Sarge, man, and his I-10 to the M movement he got going on, man. The way that people communicate in that group, literally, if anything happened to you on I-10, you could put it in the group and you're gonna get a response. It's almost like everybody want to see you succeed, to be successful right across the country. Some people be their first time, some people be their first time riding I-10 to the end. So shout out to Big Sarge. Keep it motorcycling, man. You dig? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Folks, we're getting ready to shut this thing down. We just touched on it again. We'll be bringing this back. We're going to talk about it some more. If you've enjoyed tonight, give us a thumbs up. Any words, if there's anything that you want us to talk about, any topics, hit us up, drop them in the comments. I'm sure Reed probably post his phone number on Facebook, so you'll be able to call him direct, man. So
what up though? There you go.
Who's that? Tough Line?
Yeah, talking about what up though. He know he ain't from Detroit.
I know. Oh my goodness. And if you're up in the Philly area, hit up Tone Tea Time, man. He's a great ambassador up there as well. I definitely up there. Definitely looking forward to getting up to New York, seeing some people up there in New York, and definitely in Maryland. So other than that, anything else anybody want to talk about? Reef, you laughing. You see a comment.
Dante Johnson said, "What gear do you wear going down the highways or interstates for different weather?" For me, it's climb. Solo is chaps.
I'm biker, man. I'm biker. You know what I'm saying? I am biker. I am jeans. I am chap. I am leather jacket. I am leather boots. Big belt buckle. That's me. When you see me,
I don't know what I am, but I wear my jeans, and if it rains, I just throw my rain gear on.
That's it. I rain gear up, man. I got
it
somebody.
Get too cold, I throw on some chaps.
Hey man, if it rains, you're gonna get wet. Just realize that.
It's not funny.
You're not gonna come out.
I just posted a picture the other day. So I started out riding in rain like the suits, like the climb suits, but I was wearing Corbin and not Corbin, Cortex suits, Cortex and Tourmaster. Back then, those were the two suits. And then
still is respectable.
Yeah, so then I finally came out of that because being 6'3", like that stuff, you know,
See, that's
Not
another
not really
whole
good.
other topic right there. Short riders, tall riders, man.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get it in, man. We get it in.
So I basically just counted on my jeans and rain gear. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh goodness, man. Rain gear over great cold weather. Yeah, because it keep you warm, man. That plastic bag keep you warm. But nothing beats Hero Benson, man, and his epic photo of them with trash bags taped to him. So you know, you thought you was cool on the playground when Hero Benson, them
Hey
guys
man,
stand for
I've been there before. I tried that before. Somebody said, "Hey, put this on." Never again.
yeah.
Never again.
Heat exhausted, body can't breathe.
Never again.
Look, don't put no bandana over your face when it's raining, man. Just
Man,
get a
you
waterboard
get waterlogged. Waterboard. There you go. Waterboard.
waterboard yourself. Oh my God. This is turning into a
But
straight
yeah,
up.
man, I really appreciate this, and thank you for having me on here. And
Yeah.
again, we can go on and on and on with all this. Like
Yeah, folks,
we can go on for some days,
we
you
can,
know. But like going back to like when we started, real quick, just again, the time that went by and the many years we've been in, and we met more people. I really believe that we just opened up to things that was already out here being done. We just actually became a part of that stuff now.
right.
And then people just come behind you.
And that's another thing, you want to inspire and be legendary. That way you inspire others and you keep it going, because I see a lot of things that Reef and I have done over the years. People are getting out there doing it more, they're talking it more, they're showing it more, they're enjoying it more. So that's great, that's great, because there's a lot more to riding motorcycles than just, point A to point B, man. There really is.
Party to party.
Party to party, party to party. You riding for the brand, ride for the brand. But at some point in time, get it in for you so that you enjoy it. And this is just some of the tools that we're showing right here, folks, that we're going to touch on. The Garmin system, the mapping. That's Basecamp right there. I use Basecamp for the IBR and Reef used Google, which was cool.
Basecamp is not easy.
Basecamp is not easy. I mean, shout out to Lano Ramos, man. He set me down and he literally pounded it in my head to get it, man, because there's so much to it. I would
It's
say,
very helpful though.
yeah, it is. It is a key. It is a key because it will formulate what you need to go, how fast you need to go, how long your stops need to be, and that's another thing we don't talk about too. Stopping your stops. If you stop and you get on Facebook, smoke a cigarette for 15 minutes, you do that 4 times, you just added an hour to your trip. Think about it. Think about it, folks. Manage your time wisely when you're on that road. All right. Get out and explore Reef. Roadside attraction and more. Look him up. Back Roads of America on twos. RTE Cross USA. Get Yonder still out there. A couple of other groups, like I say, once again, let your group inspire you to want to continue to get out and see more, do more.
And
All
if you
right,
make
ladies.
it to the Reef and K Solo ride to eat, we normally go on a ride and we normally stop and see something in store. So
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And Tone, you are part of the RTE family too.
he
For
is
sure. From
So
the very
folks,
beginning.
from the very
From the
beginning.
very first
the
one.
very beginning, Texas, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody. Make sure you if you want to come and be a part of the RTE family, we're going to be in Little Rock, Arkansas. This is where the host hotel going to be. It's going to be the 2nd through the 4th. We'll probably get there on the 1st and kind of greet everybody coming in. It's not a party. You won't have it. We will not have a DJ. We will not
No
be playing
vent,
music.
no colors, no colors, no colors.
No colors, because we want to see the individual. We want to see you, that individual. Come and meet people like Hero Benson. We got Mike Kneebone from the president of the Iron Butt Association going to be there.
Mark Burdick's coming.
Mark Burdick's going to be there. The
The
chair
chairman of the SCMA.
SCMA is going to be there. Reek will be there. I will be there. You will be there. So, hey, we're looking forward to seeing everybody at the Reef and K Solo official ride to eat in Little Rock, Arkansas, 2025. And
Be hungry.
be hungry, because that's what we do. That's what we do. And like I say, folks, if you're looking for places to eat, RTE X Cross USA. Join the group, get the stickers, and get out and go hunting. All right. we're going to get ready to shut this thing down, folks. We appreciate you tuning in with us tonight. We've enjoyed you. Thank you to my panel, Reef, aka Reef, and Tone T-Top. All right, gentlemen, man. Y'all take care. All right,
All right,
folks.
later, bro.
Good night.
All right, bro.